Life is a game of you versus you, and one of you has to die. Every single time I've self-sabotaged, like I wrote the script at 3 a.m. last night because I was self-sabotaging. So every single time I've self-sabotaged, I've always realized that life is truly a game of you versus you. Because think about it. Life is nothing but a war between your current self and the self that you want to become. Both of them are fighting to exist within your body. But how so? Well, if you have goals you want to achieve, you have big things you want to accomplish in your life by the permission of Allah, by the permission of God, right? And so because you have those things you want to accomplish, because you have those goals you want to accomplish, you need to understand that a goal is simply a future state of being. There's a version of you who has different beliefs, different behaviors, different skills, and he is that version that you're willing to become, that you're striving to become. But the catch is that there can only be one being at a time. Because just like there can't be two governors in one state, just like there can't be two CFOs in one company, just like there cannot be two captains in one football team, there cannot be two beings in one of you. So if you want to become that future state of being, you have to do one thing that is non-negotiable. You have to kill the old version of you. You have to kill the current version of you. Now what happens when you try to invade someone? What happens when you try to kill someone? They fight back. They retaliate. They push back. They push against you. They don't want to submit to you. And that is the exact reason why you need to go to war with yourself. When you're trying to become the version of you that has achieved that goal by the will of Allah, by the will of God, this is bound to happen. But how does this fighting back appear? It appears in the form of old behaviors, old actions, and old beliefs, trying to take over and trying to overpower the new ones you're trying to build. Which is why going to war with yourself every single day isn't just an option. It's a necessity. It's a requirement. Because you have to every single day wake up and you have to fight yourself. You have to fight this old version of you. You have to fight your nafs. You have to grab that version of you, grab your nafs and just twist it. You have to twist it and put it in a chokehold. I've been watching a bit of UFC, by the way. You have to put it in a chokehold, because without putting it in a chokehold, you won't win this war. You are bound to lose. You have to be aggressive with this. That's what I'm learning. And here's the most annoying part. This will last forever. This will last till the day you die, till the day you are 6 feet under. This war will always last. Because if you're ambitious, if you're gonna keep pushing, if you're gonna keep striving for more and more and more, not just materialistically, not just in dunya, not just in deen, like in every single aspect of your life. If that's the case, then there's always gonna be an old self that you have to kill. And there's always gonna be a new self you're striving for. So this war is never gonna end. This war is never gonna end. There is no resting, there is no chilling, there is no, I'll take a day off, I'll chill. There is none of that. There can't be any of that. Because if you do that, you will fall victim to your old self, because that is what is more familiar to you than your new self. And what happened last night is a prime example of that. Last night, and around 8 p.m., I just kind of crashed, per se. I opened YouTube, and when I turned it off, it was about 2 a.m. Yeah. I was watching UFC fights. I was watching a lot of Khabib. I was watching a bunch of pointless content as well. Mindless content consumption, nothing purposeful. No purpose behind what I'm watching. Just on YouTube. And the thing is, I wrote the script at 3 a.m. because I went to bed by about that point in time. So I wrote the script at about 3 a.m. 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Because I was so pissed off at myself. I was genuinely like, why did I do this again? That was my genuine reaction at that point in time. And in fact, what pissed me off more was I came back home from Fajr, basically like this, like I'm drunk, right? I come back home, and as I'm walking to my room preparing for bed, right, to sleep for the next 2, 3, 4 hours, I see my dad, I'm 19 by the way, I see my dad who's 50 years old exit his room to go for a walk. He's preparing to start his day, and I'm preparing to end my day. Or not end my day, but I'm preparing to go to sleep. That's what happens when you lose the war to yourself. And of course I felt like shift because of that. I say shift, not S-H-I-T, because I'm a Muslim. Of course I was going to feel like shift. Of course. And that is what happens when you lose the war to yourself. You can't stop. You can't stop, bro. It does feel like this sucks, bro. I have to every single day make the conscious decision to work towards that future version of myself and kill this older version of myself. You have to take that conscious decision. And having to do that every single day of your life, it can seem like, bro, this is so unfair. That's what I thought first. I was like, this is so unfair, bro. Like, why? Like, bro, why? Why do I have to push for that? Why do I have to do that every single day? Why can't I chill? Why can't I be like everyone else around me? But then it's about realizing that you wanted this, right? You wanted more. You wanted to push for more. You wanted to see what you were capable of. You wanted to see, I wanted to see, we wanted to see how far we could go in knowledge, how far we could go in our physique, how far we could go in our fitness, how far we could go in supporting our families, how far we could go in financial freedom, whatever it may be, how far we could go, how close we can get to our potential. This is a cost that comes with it. This is a sacrifice that you need to make. This is something that you need to do every single day if you want to live this lifestyle. That's what I realized last night. I was like, there is no turning back. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You wanted to do big things by Allah's qadr. You wanted to do all this. This is this is your wish turning in reality. You build big muscles by training close to failure. You build big muscles by pushing yourself, right? You build a strong, intelligent mind by going through hard stuff. By sitting down and reading through books that you're like, oh my God, what the hell is written? So if you don't want to achieve extraordinary things, you have to go through extraordinary ups, extraordinary downs, extraordinary pain, extraordinary sacrifice. That's what I signed up for. That's what you signed up for as well. And last thing is, like, understand that we're not perfect. Like I just mentioned to you how I slipped last night. This is bound to happen. We are going to slip. There's no, I might slip. You will slip. Every single one of us is becoming a version of ourselves, is achieving a goal that we have not achieved before, a version of ourselves that we have not seen before, that we have not experienced being before. So of course we're going to fail. But the point of the game is to keep going. The point of this war is to keep going. It's not to stop. It's to keep going. Keep fighting. You fall down, you get back up. You fall down, you get back up. You fall down, you get back up. Right? Last night, like I mentioned, 4 or 5 hours of UFC fights, mindless scrolling, mindless content consumption, sleeping at 3:30 a.m., waking up at 10:30 a.m. I'm back in the ring today. Hit a solid leg workout before making this video. Read my Quran for the day. Didn't scroll. Didn't watch any pointless content. Back in. That's what it is. That's what it is. You fail and then you get back up. You fail and you get back up. You fail fast, you get back up faster. And I just want to emphasize this so much. This is never going to end. This is never going to end. So might as well just get used to it and keep pushing and keep striving and keep making dua. Ya Allah, help me please. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.